4 years ago, I was sitting at my desk at work. I was designing a catalog, and it was a good day. It was a really good day. As I sat back to just kind of clear my thoughts, to kind of refocus, to dream, it dawned on me that no matter how much I loved the place that I worked at, I mean, it was the best place I have ever worked at in my entire life. It was the best job with the best coworkers, the best management. It was incredible. But in that moment, in that good moment, I realized I couldn't do this the rest of my life. That somehow I was wired for something else. And there was nothing wrong with the job that I was doing. There was nothing, it's not that I felt like I had some higher calling. It was simply I was not being true to myself. So as luck would have it, a few days later I was out with a mentor, more of a father figure. We were snagging a beer, catching up on life. And out of the blue, with no prompting whatsoever, he turns to me, he's like, Adam, if you continue on with what you're doing, where you're working, be a good life. You'll be happy. But it'll be a waste because you're made to do something more. Didn't see that one coming. But it's one of those moments where I've never encountered someone to speak with such boldness, clarity, and directness in such a loving manner. All of this came after spending 3 years trying to recover from a horrible work experience. I was working at a place that I felt called to be, an occupation I felt called to do. And it burned me out. It tore me up. It beat me up emotionally and spiritually. And it took me 3 years to come out of that tailspin. See, somewhere along the line, I started to believe that who I was what I did. That I was called to do something great. Or called to live in a certain manner. Could point blame at a lot of things, a lot of religious institutions and Western culture. It might be true. But in reality, I wasn't stepping into myself. And it took me a long time. It took me longer than I'd like to admit to say that I was afraid to step into and make steps into being the person I was created to be and being true to that. So calling's not a vocation. Calling, you already know your calling. I already knew my calling. I was already doing my calling. Because I was called to be me. The real question is, did I have the boldness to risk showing myself more to the world? Do you?